Oh my gosh. We have 3.
Yeah. We got
3 phones taking pictures.
we got so many cameras.
I don't know which one to look at.
Oh, it's gonna be exciting.
I'll just look right in the middle of them.
So
Which
welcome.
is that one, so just look at that.
Welcome to today's episode of Froen Girls. We're still working on the intro.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have a great conversation today. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Pretend you didn't see that. Pretend you didn't see that.
He just did this.
Yeah, we're gonna have a simultaneous sip.
He just did this.
Please join us. I haven't had any coffee yet today. I'm so excited for my first sip of the day. Oh. Oh man, I'm so excited for this conversation. Highlights of 2020. I mean, I would mention something, but I can't really think of anything that sticks out about 2020. Can you?
Yeah.
What about you?
Yes.
Just nothing comes to the top of my head. Maybe you guys can take it away. Favorite parts?
You're
of
2020.
Fro.
Yeah. Let's
I
start toward the
remember-
beginning of the year. Does anybody even remember January and February?
Yeah.
I don't.
I remember my birthday.
I remember school and not liking it. I mean, actually, I like the school better, the school setup better in January and February and all the way until.
Well, it completely changed in
March
April.
11. March
January and
12.
February. That was pre-COVID.
Oh, really?
Exactly. See, you didn't
I can't
remember.
I can't remember.
It's like those 2 months have been completely
last
erased from our
day-
minds.
The last
Exactly.
day, Caitlin actually thought we should go up to our teacher and say goodbye, because we might have our last day today. And I thought that wasn't the case, but then that right
That
day.
was the case. It was.
I remember the last day you were saying that you were going to take us out of school because some of the schools were being shut down and you were worried about COVID. And then that very night they were saying that they were going to close the school down.
Yeah. You
Well-
kids left everything at the school, so nobody was planning to not going to school on Friday.
Yeah.
That was March 15th. Because I remember it was my birthday, and then the day after, and the day after that.
I remember the reason why was because the market tanked 10% that day.
Yeah.
So that was when I was like, okay, now everybody's going to close everything down. Because, I don't know, it's just the psychology of it. It was like,
Yeah.
oh no, people are getting sick from a pandemic. And then as soon as you wipe 10% out of everybody's retirement accounts, everybody's like, close down the country! Close it down! Like, so that was kind of the thinking
Yeah.
behind that. But yeah. Then a week later, there was like this whole social distancing thing. And like, wear masks, wear gloves. And so I was like, oh, I got an idea. Sume, put on a mask. Let's go interview restaurants and see like who's actually following social distancing guidelines. That was fun. So one of our videos was, this is pre-Froen Girls,
Yeah.
but we had our masks. Oh, and Lee Hong's family like sent us a bunch of masks. So we
Oh
had
my
a bunch of
gosh.
masks. We're
We
the only
have
ones
a-
with
They
masks.
didn't let us.
We need another pandemic to come so we can use up our masks.
Yeah, that could last.
So we
us
had like
5
500 masks. We had like a whole bunch of gloves, and we basically went around and we're asking different restaurant owners like, "Hey, are you guys practicing social distancing? What are you doing to try to stay in business during the
Remember
pandemic?"
Jimmy John's was closing down.
Jimmy John's is closing. Like everybody's closing down except
The alcohol store.
and Chipotle.
Oh, yeah.
That was when we bought Chipotle stock. Everybody wanted burritos. They couldn't even talk to us. They were really busy,
Yeah.
and so that was kind of cool. That was
Yeah.
like, but everybody else was. We were passing. We're trying to be helpful. Because this
Yeah.
is so early. A lot of people didn't have masks, and it was like it was still awkward to wear a mask in public at the time. It was like, really, you're gonna fall? Oh, yeah, you're gonna. Ooh, Mr. Scaredy, like, and
Yeah.
then the death rate started going up. And then everybody's like, "Where's the mask? I want a mask,"
Yeah.
But that was one of my favorite
That's
memories.
tilted sideways.
Well,
So
we started
Memories.
to have a fire every night and read A Keep of Lost Cities.
Oh yeah.
So we recommended it's a book, and then we got lost in the book.
And then I read it 17
And then I
times.
read it twice. I read the series twice.
And
And then we found Harry Potter. So now we're reading Harry Potter.
Oh, for some reason.
Listening to
Facebook
Harry
was-
Potter.
oh, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Harry Potter on Audible.
yeah.
Me and Celine are on the third book.
Giant bro.
Sorry, keep going.
We need to watch the movies again. Now I just really want to watch the movies again.
Yeah, we did watch a bunch of stuff. Probably like.
We just
a lot of
watched.
people
We
did,
just
just 'cause-
watched Moneyball. We didn't completely finish it.
Yeah,
but
we have like a half an hour left to go, but
Mhm.
it's like it's just nice finding a show that like
Oh,
you
we
really
watched
like
Stuck
and
in
then
the
just
Middle.
watch it with other people because
Stuck in the Middle was great.
Yeah, I want to add it to the book series of Keep of Lost City. I think this is a book series like you just loved reading day and night.
yeah.
Right.
Like the first time you read it, you can't stop.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like.
I didn't.
But then
actually-
the second time,
I
just
didn't
like.
do a lot of reading of books that much.
I think I
Um,
fixed that.
I don't think we did a lot of
You can tell I was
reading.
leaning that way. Anyway, sorry.
I didn't really do a lot of reading this year. I think it was because we were doing a lot of writing, and then I would just like read articles and stuff. So I was
A
still
lot
reading.
of writing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, a lot of
A
reading.
lot of reading.
I mean, that will be the defining. If there was one thing that happened during 2020 that changed everything, it was the way you kids responded to the lockdown in terms of your education.
Reading was also 2020 was basically my reading year. Like
Mhm.
now, I just think differently about reading.
Yeah,
You guys-
before
you
we
guys-
would have to say, "Come on, Isla, it's time to read," and you're just like, "Yeah."
I think that if you were to try to talk to yourself, Isla, from a year ago, you would be shocked. I think you'd be like, "Wow, there's so much that I have to teach you." You know, like young Padawan Isla
Yeah.
from 10 months ago. You know, like
Yeah.
I think this is also a year that you learned to do lots of research and solve problems. Like now, these days, when mommy says, "Hey, do
And
you
you're
know how to
learning-
do something?"
and
You're
you're
like, "I'll figure it out." Right?
You're actually getting pretty good at Flutter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but Flutter isn't made for children. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
like this very complicated, you know,
Flutter.
it's a very adult kind. Like there aren't a bunch of kids all lined up to be like, I want to build applications with Flutter. It's like no, it's like you start
Yeah.
with what, like
Python.
well, even
No,
Python is up,
yeah,
you know,
you
up
start
there.
with like this codable, which is not even code. You drag arrows into slots to make a little ball roll through this maze,
Mhm.
and then after that, you
It's like this.
that's what I was teaching to
Yeah.
one of my previous students when I was doing Code Academy. I was teaching them Codable, but and
Mommy's
then after
face is cut out
Codable,
on the Facebook.
usually you only do Codable when your kid can't read. But then after that, that's Scratch, and then after that, it's like either like JavaScript or Python or something like that.
Mhm.
HTML.
Well,
Yeah.
what are Minecraft coding?
Which is Java.
Java.
Yeah. So I know I've told this story many times to like teachers and other parents, but I just gotta very briefly say what happened right after this lockdown hit with these kids, because this was the transformative.
Yeah.
So, in short, real short, as soon
2
as
hours later.
yeah, we sat down Friday morning as a family, because that was like first day of the lockdown, and Mommy and I were working, and we basically said, Sume, Isla, you guys have to direct your own education, because we can't do it. Like, we have to work, and you know the kind of work we were doing, like we actually had to work even more. That's why I haven't cut my hair. I've been so busy working. So I told the girls, I was like, you guys gotta direct your own education. You can learn about anything you want, as long as you find it interesting and you're exposing yourself to new ideas. The only requirement that I have is that you need to write about it. You need to put it down on paper, because the kids had already been running their own blogs for a couple years. I think for Sume, she had been writing for 3 years, like, you know, more longer form. So they got on Khan Academy, YouTube, just like we're reading books and finding things online, like finding things that they were interested in and writing about it. And within 3 weeks, they had like 30 articles.
Yeah,
On their
and then
blogs.
I kind of did burn myself out at a point where I was like writing 3 articles in a day, and it was kind of just
They were
a little
learning.
crazy.
They were learning easily 10 times faster than they were in school. And moreover, they were really excited about it, and they were also learning with other people, because other people were seeing what they were writing and responding to them and sharing. And so the kids were seeing, like, they were creating something of value that other people were responding to. And normally that doesn't happen until you're like, you know, in your 20s after you get your first job or something. So that changed everything. That was when we kind of got into this idea of like, well, is there any way that we could try to help other families and other kids dealing with the same issue during this lockdown?
Kids were blogging every day.
And then that's when, you know, we teamed with Wei Jiang, who was already helping us build other things, other software stuff. And we're like, hey, let's make this happen. And so then ever since then, now we got a team of like, what is it? We got like maybe 8-9 people on the team. And it's pretty amazing. We had a big team building event a couple days ago. That was hardcore. We all got into Minecraft and played Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons version of Minecraft. That was actually a proposed topic idea today, just to talk about how awesome that team building was. But then we voted against it.
Yeah.
Okay, there. That wasn't too long.
Yeah.
Also,
Yay.
I think.
I think 2020 is a year of reading, writing, learning, coding,
Coffee.
Cooking.
and also cooking.
That was, I don't know, I feel like
We started to watch this show called
we watched I don't know,
2
a
shows
bunch of
about cooking.
cooking shows, yeah.
And we had a cooking competition.
Oh yeah, we did have a cooking competition, and where we all
were
cooked each a meal.
inspired by
And
by a show
Yeah.
on Disney Plus cooking show. I forgot the name.
Yeah, and so
We all got 1 hour.
2 hours. 2 hours.
Yeah, 2
And
hours.
Isla and I cooked bacon wrapped scallops with sauteed broccoli and rice. And then my mom cooked gung bao chicken with coconut rice. And then my dad cooked bacon jerky.
It was so good. I mean, I like jerky, and I like bacon. But
So,
there ain't nothing like bacon jerky.
yeah.
Basically, you make jerky, like
Out of
beef
pork.
jerky, like you normally would beef jerky, but you just make it out of pork. Oh, it's so good.
Bacon
So my mom won because we used bacon, so it's kind of like, well, of course it's gonna be yummy, but
Yeah, you get added points if you can make something tasty without using bacon. I feel like.
you should have mentioned that beforehand.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and Daddy, all of his is bacon.
Bacon.
I think
The
you
only thing is just bacon.
actually you girls
I make
won.
other things besides bacon.
I know, but for the competition,
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I've been very participative in the eating.
Not really the cooking.
I smoke a lot of
yeah,
stuff.
you do.
I got the smoker
Oh,
Joe.
that sounds. I don't like no.
Yeah.
Cook stuff in a smoker.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Wow, that was good. Oh, wow,
Yeah.
you're old enough to have inappropriate joke. Like, oh, that's so cool. There's a big moment. So exciting.
Yeah, the smoked ribs were really good, and the smoked salmon, they were good.
Yeah, smoked ribs, smoked salmon. I mean, I'm
But
kind
I
of like
think
the
before
shrimp dude.
talking about your achievements, like I think it's extraordinary. Like kids, you know, they did the grocery shopping. They, you know, worked with everything in the kitchen, like
I
knives.
think we watched Lord of the Rings like 3 times.
Yeah.
No, we only did it like once. Right?
But the cooking, it was great. We gave the kids a whole lot of really sharp knives, and we're like, go ahead, kids, go at it. Here's the stove. Try not to forget to turn it off. And then we walked out of the room, and then a few hours later, nobody died. There's lots of food on the table. It was really exciting.
Really?
That keeps happening.
It's not how I remember it. But
That's
okay.
how I remember it. I wasn't paying
Okay.
attention. I was like,
you were
oh,
not
great.
there. You were not there.
Oh,
I know that the
there
first time.
was so much yummy, 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 yummy.
Yeah. Afterwards, we went
So
on.
much yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there was
Afterwards,
so much
we
yummy,
went on
yummy.
a journey of cooking different dishes
And
from
then now Sume just
different
like
cuisines.
now Sume
All right,
just
so what
makes
else, though?
dinner.
Because we did more. Oh, I bought a boat.
I bought
Made a movie about it.
go on
Check it
YouTube
out
and
on the
search
Weekly
Check it out.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, go on our
Weekla,
Weekly channel.
and then do the click
We
on
should
the
probably put that up on
Weekla
the.
It's a
on
powerful-
The videos,
Then
the videos
you
page.
do the click on
We
the
should put
bottom
that
boat
on there.
thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a powerful story of perseverance. Me and my boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like when you face planted into the sand.
we don't need to talk about that.
Well, I learned for 2020, you figured out so many different ways of moving. You know, you were.
Well,
you
that was
had
one
your
of our
roller
boot camp
shoes.
apps.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You
She
got
has
the
her
roller
hoverboard.
You got your hoverboards. You got your rollerblades. And
I kept like going up to different ways of transportation. Like first I did the rolling shoes, which is basically just like normal shoes, but you can stick a wheel out and then you slide on your heels.
mhm.
Also, I did rollerblades after that, and then I had my hoverboard, and then I have my hoverboard with the extension.
You also did a lot of biking with mommy.
Oh yeah.
Biking.
We biked to pick up our food from
Yeah.
restaurants.
I didn't really do a lot.
Taekwondo's
We built
different.
a Bambizo tent.
That wasn't this year.
Yeah, it was. That was 2 months ago.
Well, the
tent.
Bambizo was.
Oh, I thought you meant
built
the
before.
Bambizo
The
Tent.
tent was
The
built
Bambizo
recently.
tent.
tent. Okay.
So
yeah.
we built a bamboo gazebo 2 years ago,
Right, yeah.
but then this year
Wait,
We
2 years
put-
ago?
tarps
1 year ago.
in.
we basically made like a shelter.
Yeah.
And
tarps.
then
Because everyone
rain
knows that's how you make
came, and
very.
Yeah, and then we gave up. We were like, this will help
Yeah.
protect us from the rain, and then as soon as it started raining, we're like, we're just
no,
gonna stay
it just
inside.
like dropped down, and then there was this
Didn't work
just
very good.
giant thing of
this
rain.
side went down, this side lowered, and this side had a giant like that.
Kids made some really, really hilarious videos about the lockdowns. Like really, really good. Like production quality on where is that? Is that on Weequal also?
Yeah, Weequal channel.
Okay, the Weequal channel.
Was it really that hard
Yeah.
to make
So
sure
one of
that
them is like, you know, here's how you can recreate the experiences of going to Six Flags.
And also one of them was 7 reasons why we shouldn't have to go outside because
Oh my god,
mom,
that's so great.
because my
Well-
mom kept wanting us to go on walks and
Well,
stuff.
one-
with
My
her.
favorite part of that is when you're like, why do you need to go outside? Why do you need to go outside when the pictures you can find of outside are way better than actual outside? And there's a picture of like this beautiful, pristine, you know, babbling brook from Google, and then there's a picture of just our yard, and you're like, see, wouldn't you rather look
It's a doll
this
picture
picture
with
from Google while getting vitamin D from your computer screen? It's like so good.
And so every day when we go outside, some days like kids were like, no, I don't want to go, but I was like, we need to go get vitamin D. We need to like be in the sun for 20 minutes so we got enough vitamin D. So
We
that
need to
was-
put a disclaimer saying like, no, you can't get vitamin
Vitamin
D
D
from your
from the
computer
computer
because
screen.
it kind of like came up when we were all like
Mhm.
joking, and then we were kind of like saying like, no, we can get vitamin D from our computer screen. We just breathe it in.
Yeah,
Then we were all just like trying to breathe in
Yeah,
the
'cause
vitamin D.
I think in 2020
I'd say if somebody
we came
believes
up.
that, just let them.
In
Just laugh.
2020, we came up a lot of creative ways to stay active outside. Like we were, remember, Daddy was chopping down.
Oh yeah, I
did
was
lots of
chopping wood.
wood
I was
Oh
doing a lot
yeah,
of
the
wood chopping.
gif of like the teensy tiny piece of wood.
It was a big piece of wood.
No, but
No.
it's actually more impressive because you have to take more, like, it's harder to aim.
That's true.
Yeah, and
Then you're like, no, it was a small piece of wood.
yeah, Sumi and Isla did a lots of tree climbing. I did a tree climbing too.
Yeah, mommy was like 40 feet up in the air. I'm like, honey, you got kids. You got responsibilities. And she's like singing the Moana song, but with slightly different words for like, I want to be up in a tree. I've been
I
staring
don't really
up
remember
at
that.
the tree. And I'm like, get your butt down here.
Isla was my tree climbing coach, so I was doing it very carefully
Okay.
with a proper coaching.
This was also.
I don't trust
Yes.
anybody that climbs trees.
This was
Wait.
also the year that mommy
But you
Oh,
got
I
did
did
into
it.
taking pictures of
That's
stuff.
why it's fine.
Also, we did a lot of jumping on the trampoline. Remember, you put together the
Uh-huh.
trampoline, and then we jumped like.
Isla did it. It was great. We
every
brought it
day.
in, and then I handed Isla a screwdriver. That's part of our. So instead of making a Christmas video or a Christmas card, we may make some Christmas
We
cards,
still
but
have Christmas cards.
yeah, but the main
Sumi
thing is
designed
the
Christmas
video
cards.
though. Like we're actually brainstorming for our end of year video because frankly, I
Yeah.
think the video's cooler. Like, what would you rather see? Like another
card.
picture that shows that everybody that you know is getting older just like you, or a video of like all the crazy stuff they did over the past year. Like,
That moves.
yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah. It's like the Harry Potter pictures, except with sound, right? A movie, right?
Yeah.
Better. Like now that we all got iMovie and like we should all just start making Christmas movies instead of Christmas cards.
Yeah.
So
There
get
was
on the
a-
bandwagon. Let's do it.
There
Woo!
was a-
Also, no trees die in the process of making this movie.
There was a
Right?
lot of great
Uh-huh.
memories on that trampoline. Like you had your friends over, you know, Caitlin and Amy, and also we had some babies coming over, like Layla's baby and Mesba's baby.
Oh yeah, babies
They
love the
They
trampoline.
love jumping on trampoline
my
with
God.
Sumi and Isla.
Yeah,
But we have to jump really low so they don't
so they
fly
don't fly
up.
up. Yeah.
that's why I don't get on the trampoline. I'd be like, yeah, that's right. That's right. So it was great because I just handed Isla a screwdriver. I'm like, you do it.
So this year we also
That's my approach to teaching the kids just about everything. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, Daddy, I really want to do such and such. I'm like, great, here, do it. And they're like, okay. Like, soon as Sume got a 3D printer, like we
So
got
they
the kids a
built
3D
her
printer.
own 3D printer.
She didn't come to me. She wasn't like, Dad, can you please? Go ahead, you do a better you impression than me.
Build it for me.
And she knows I'm just gonna be like, this is a learning opportunity.
Well,
This
Do
is
it yourself.
Do it yourself. So like she just went down there and 5 hours later, she was just like, I did it. And then all night long, this thing's printing stuff. And she's just like, I did it. Look, Dad, it's a piece of poop. I'm like, this kid's learning
Yeah.
stuff 10 times faster than school.
No,
Isla was building things. Isla, this is a year of building for you. How many different things you have built? You built, you were always building Legos, but you built solo robots. You
That
built
doesn't work.
the machine.
It powers the motor thing, but the video
motor.
didn't show me how the motor thing connected to the wheels. So all it did is spin the
Is it-
thing right above the wheels.
But you spent like 8 hours
design
straight
flaw.
to build your solo robots, right? And that was really like patience and.
And then I built this big car thing without a motor, which was depressing. And then
And then
you,
someone said,
Oh, we
and
just
then
need
you
a-
It's like a
broke it.
Flintstone car.
We just need to add motor to it. So
Where do I add the motor?
Or you just push it and go. Brr, 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 brr.
that's the next step. That's the next step.
yeah, but
Yeah.
And then you dropped it.
no, someone sat on it.
Yeah,
That
you
was
built a lot of
depressing.
stuff.
Yeah, we built. Then you built that big tent, right?
And then we
Big
were
tent.
thinking
Yeah.
we could get me a welder, but then it had risk of exploding.
Yeah, we went to the
kind
Home
of
Depot.
so
We were
maybe
gonna get
not.
Isla a welder. It was like well, we're gonna learn
A
about 3D
metal
printing.
weld.
That's additive manufacturing, but then there's also like
To
Subtractive
learn about
manufacturing.
circuits, we can get like there's a soldering tool that isn't for like sheets of metal or like chunks of metal, but it's just for wires.
yeah, but I thought it'd be really funny if like Isla had one of those like face guards for welding, right? And I'm going downstairs. I'm like, hey Isla, do you want some dinner? And she's all like, just puts her head back and the thing goes. She's just like, kind of busy. Turns on the blowtorch, thunk, and then just like goes back at it like why not? And then the answer is that she
It
can
has
die.
a propane
Exploding.
tank.
Yeah, that's so. we
And
decided
then
not
and
to
then
do that.
propane tank get near to hot stuff and
So, if you're like our family and you really want to get into manufacturing, but you don't want your kids to have risk of death, 3D printing.
Yep.
Yeah, and also there's the also we did do a periscope on 3D printing, but I did forget to mention there are these types of 3D printers where they have a UV sensitive resin that, and then at the bottom of the 3D printer there's a screen and it flashes light up and the UV resin hardens, and then basically it makes layers one at a time. So it's so much quicker because you just have a layer pretty much instantly and then it just goes up. Whereas with a 3D printer you have to make every single layer. But with this, it's a UV sensitive resin and that has no it doesn't heat up. So if parents have a concern of oh well, the nozzle heats up and the bed heats up and I don't want that risk around my kid, then
The bed
there
is
are
just
these.
it's just like a hand warmer.
Yeah, it's more about the nozzle and stuff. But
But it's like
I mean, if your kid is the kind of kid that's going to take like a heated object and then like point at their eye and be like, wow, don't do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Right? So like there's, a base level of, I'm pretty sure it doesn't say on the box like, must be at least 5. Like I'm pretty sure it's like, they don't even put,
At least 18 years
well,
old.
it's not a toy.
the nozzle though, it's so close to the bed.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless
and
you
it's right
manually
under the
See, you never knew me as an 8-year-old. I totally would have been like, my face is warm. Like.
I want to
Wouldn't have been
getting one more thing
Go
about
ahead, go, Mama, go.
2020 because we
One more. We're just getting started.
I think it's probably almost 8 o'clock.
Oh, we might have to do a part 2.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
2020, it's a year. We still don't have a dog, but we're, you know, we're putting applications,
Because
but
we've
it's
never had
Because
experience
we
with
didn't
dogs.
lie on the application.
No,
That's what
but
I was
we've
thinking.
never
We just
had-
tell them about all the pets we've had. We just don't tell them how many died.
Yeah, exactly.
We
And
had pet rabbits, pet
no,
chipmunks.
Isla and we found an awesome class, math class about dog training. So
we were saying
we
that,
are really prepared
like
to
we never
get a dog.
we said that you guys didn't have experience with dogs, but me and Isla are like practically dogs. Like
We're just like less
we
hairy
haven't.
You're
died
like
yet.
dogs. You're just
Less-
more intelligent.
Yeah.
and
you
less hairy.
Walk on your back legs and
Exactly.
you build software to help kids improve their education. But other than that,
We're basically dogs.
dogs. See? If a parent can raise children without them dying, reasonably well, like, they should be able to get a dog. Like, this
Yeah.
shouldn't be like this. You should just check the box. Yes, I have children that made it past the age of 1. Like,
Yeah.
I
There
think
shouldn't be-
2020
Because
is just an unusual year that so many people are adopting
Because like
pets.
even
yeah, the only people that can get dogs have
Yeah,
like these
Lillian
glowing
has a new
resumes.
dog.
Glowing resumes.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's frustrating. Anyway,
yeah.
So.
Why can't we just go to like a
But
shop?
my
Pig
point
or
is
crawl,
that we
just
we
like
discovered master class, and this is an awesome platform where we can learn so many different things.
The ads for it kind of got annoying though.
The
It's
best
like, I already
expert.
have masterclass.
Oh, you're still getting a lot of ads?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they're doing lots.
It's like the Wix.com
ads.
one is so annoying.
I know,
It's like,
Oh, yeah.
one thing different about 2020, I learned about all the ads.
Yep.
Because I have to listen to my music to like calm my nerves.
Oh, you're not using mommy's account?
you should use mommy's account.
I
Mommy's
don't know
YouTube
her
account.
password.
And
So sad.
Just ask me to log in.
It's like, go to Wix.com. I know what you're thinking. Another Wix ad. But before you click the
There's
skip button.
then we're just like skip.
But before you click the skip button, what are you waiting for? Just buy Wix.com. So go to Wix.com.
Oh my gosh, I keep getting
One
ads
more
for
thing is that
Canva too when I already
Oh,
have
yeah,
Canva.
Canva.
Also, like the taco cheddar cheese crescent. Like,
Really?
why?
For Taco Bell, they're just like,
I Taco Bell is back. It's got cheddar cheese right on the crust.
oh my
But
god.
Wow.
one thing,
That is
one thing you girls
Wow.
did, Sume, you made a website in 3 days.
2.
Make sure 2 days.
2 days.
That is also get the 5-7 or
Oh,
something,
yeah.
something phone.
These girls have
using
gotten
Wix.com.
really good at making new logos and
Websites,
because
videos.
we keep coming up with like fun ideas for things that we want to do.
I'm
and
logging
then-
for you.
Each
Okay.
one kind of has its own brand. So we just stick it
Yeah.
all under Wequel. So we got like the Pro and Girls podcast, Makeshift Homeschool Platform,
Makes your come school podcast.
Universal Principles, which is
Yeah.
like a separate group, folks talking about like, well, values, family.
Also, I made this routine on our yoga ball in the basement.
That's a whole separate
Yeah.
Thingy.
brand.
Yeah.
The logo is a girl bouncing on a ball. No, just kidding.
Also,
Um,
you kids set up the basement for your taekwondo. That was awesome.
No, we got really
Really
good
good
at
at cleaning
learning how to make the general space
that they
of the
see on
basement
Zoom look nice.
look
So we,
Hiding daddy.
Like-
anything
you could-
that's right outside, just crap everywhere. Just
literally,
piled.
yes.
It's just
Like
that
Mount
corner,
Doom
Yeah,
in
we
Lord
just
of the
grab
Rings.
everything and then shove it in the corners.
that
It's
corner,
just-
Daddy's
daddy
dirty socks.
stuff.
That corner, Daddy's
Dirty socks.
dirty-
There's multiple
dirty
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 clothes.
sock.
In that
Daddy's
little
dirty
nook,
towers.
the laundry basket that needs to be washed. Yeah, over that corner.
Guess what's in that basket?
Daddy's
Daddy's
dirty
dirty
socks.
Dirty
Daddy's
socks.
Dirty Socks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should be another logo.
Oh my god.
Daddy's
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 dirty
dirty socks.
It could just be like, it could be a museum of photos of all the weird places I put dirty socks
Oh my god.
hanging out of a chair pocket, right?
Oh my god.
Agony here.
Yeah,
Being married to your
but
dad
but
for
the
15
possibilities.
years. All the dirty
This
socks.
could actually be. This would be so funny though. Can you imagine? Like what is art? You
It's
know,
like from a
like some
loose
people.
Oh my gosh, there was these modern art critics.
Yeah, these modern.
And they put a monkey in a room with a piece of paper and a bunch of paint, and then they just took the picture that the monkey drew and said it was by some famous artist, and they literally put it up in a museum.
Well, there's
Yeah.
another.
So if people can make money doing that, Daddy Dirty Sock Museum,
Oh yeah.
and it would be real.
Yeah.
A lot of the modern art stuff is just a bunch of BS, fake, like whatever. They're just like, we're gonna.
Literally, there's a famous painting that one half is orange and one half is yellow.
but you need a
Every single
And then
drawing you
the-
guys have ever done in kindergarten was better than that, and certainly more interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dirty
like
Sock Museum,
this
we're totally doing
is
this. It's going out
a
week.
monkey
Uh-huh.
with a robot head with antlers and stockings on top of the antlers with giant red boots shaped like a bunny. That's more interesting than red and like.
I mean, the
orange and
first
yellow.
half of what you said is more
Isn't
interesting.
2020 is a year that somebody taped a banana on the wall?
The Dirty
That
Sock.
that piece of art worth hundreds of $millions. Like there was a
Someone
banana
taped a
taped
banana.
on the wall.
Yeah, somebody did that.
And it was that art worth like $1 million or more.
We need to go
It's
taping
in-
bananas.
I was
on the
gonna say,
wall.
like, what's the profit margin?
I know,
Tape
right?
banana.
Everyone's
Yeah,
gonna be
we-
taping
Not-
bananas on the wall
Not
now.
everybody got to tape bananas on the wall and get paid millions of dollars. Only one person.
Well, that dude's really happy right now.
Yeah. Now
Maybe-
that's
Yeah.
a business.
Big girl.
That's the most brilliant entrepreneur ever.
I
mean,
know,
Elon
right?
Musk
Yeah,
had
it's
to
like,
like build
how
the
do
first viable electric car.
One dude just had to tape a banana on the wall.
All you have to do is get some Scotch tape,
Tape
a banana on the wall. It doesn't even have to be a banana. It can be like a plastic thing that you painted.
You know who else is brilliant? It's like the person who invented Beanie Babies and the people who came up with like the idea of trading Pokemon cards to
Oh my
get people to
God.
buy paper.
I know,
Uh-huh.
right?
Like now these are brilliant entrepreneurial ideas.
Uh-huh.
Like we need to like we're spending all this time like learning how to build software, right?
We could.
How are they
He's selling
able to
pieces.
convince?
We need to
the
find
person?
ways to sell paper
I know,
for
right?
way more than the cost of paper or plastic 3D printing. Oh, we use the 3D printer
We can
to come up with
print
something and we say
a
limited
logo.
there's gonna be a
of
limited
Daddy's
amount.
socks
Well, the Daddy
with
Socks
plastic.
Daddy Socks museum
Printed.
idea
Oh.
has to be combined with Mommy's anger frustration museum.
There could
Oh
be
yeah,
a
it could be
little girl.
mommy could be in the corner and be like,
Yeah, you have a mom.
And then there could be a giant mountain of Daddy's dirty socks.
oh, and then we use the 3D printer
To 3D print.
to make the what do you call it? Cellophane? What is it called? The thingy?
Cellophane?
The crossy, the picture thingy out of the 3D printer thingy.
Out
of a picture.
Lithophane?
Lithophane. We do
After all the times they talk about
lithophane.
lithophanes, I thought you maybe might
Lithophane,
remember
no.
what it's called.
lithophane photo of mommy
Lithophane. With
Lithophane.
An N. Yes.
angry reaction to the dirty sock, and we do like limited, like we only do like 10.
My first.
We only do 10.
My lithophane didn't work though. I think I need to print it horizontally instead of vertically.
Gotta
Even
have
though
a
the dude.
Oh,
in the
in
YouTube
2020,
video-
there's one more thing. We successfully harvest lots of blackberries and blueberries.
Oh yeah,
It
we had a
all
little
went
farm
to this
outside.
little tummy.
All went in that little tummy, and yet she's still the smallest one. I want my money back. Going back to the Home Depot. This is some bullshit. Sorry.
Well, we actually had hundreds of apples on our apple tree,
and
but
then a
they
deer eat them. ate them.
deers or squirrels.
or something.
Yeah.
We shot a deer with a Nerf gun.
Well,
Yeah, we did.
Well, we
Yeah.
had deers visiting our
We were all just like sneaking around.
2020.
That was beautiful.
In 2020, we had deers visiting us in our yard, and we also have fox. Fox
Oh yeah,
came.
there's fox.
A
Fox
fox.
came.
We also
Oh, we
If
can
we let the
adopt
fox
a
in the
fox.
house, can we say that we adopted a fox? Put it on our application. Maybe it'll help us get a dog.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
If we can tame a fox, we can tame a dog.
Well, we don't tame it. We just let it in the house and then claim it as a pet, so we can say we have more experience. Because it's like people trying to get a job during a recession. It's like, how am I supposed to get any experience if every job requires experience?
Well, I think
This
your
isn't
friend
fair.
Sophia
No,
and
right.
Elisa's mom said we can take care of their dog anytime.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to gain some experience
There we
by
go.
taking
Why
care
are
of
you
their
just
dog.
like patting my shoulder like
we
can't
Because
get
she doesn't have
all
a
the
dog
dogs
yet,
Exactly.
on our breast.
and you were just
Yeah.
comparing yourself. So now she's
a
all like,
tiger.
no.
No.
There was a recent high profile death of somebody who adopted a tiger, and he was like famous TV person, and you wouldn't believe what happened.
Oh, the tiger ate him?
Well, like he didn't actually like eat him, but he killed him.
That's not good.
But the good news is he didn't have any children, so Darwin Award winner. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
Cheetah.
And on that note,
I'm gonna go do Flutter.
yeah, we got work to do.
Cheetah.
Cheetah?
No.
Why do we
No,
want to get
no,
a
no, no,
cheetah?
Yeah, you don't
Not
want a cheetah. Our yard's not big enough. If our yard was like
Yeah.
the savannah,
We just look out and then we just see the
Savannah,
cheetah
ooh la
running.
la. Yeah, that's right. You've got like a 2,000 yard long leash, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, also I
Oh, yeah,
don't.
we have
Killer
lots of
bunny?
Too
tools.
young to die.
Killer
Bunny.
bunny.
That baby bunny was so much fun. Isla had a little baby bunny. Just like, look, it likes me. And its heart rate was like, I'm like, I'm so happy.
Killer bunny.
No killer bunnies. Those only exist
The
in our minds.
non-killer bunny didn't survive.
That's true.
So what about the killer bunny?
We never had a killer bunny. Nice, big, pointy.
Pointy teeth.
2020.
Yep.
A year that will live in infamy.
An infamy?
Elephant.
We're more likely to get a panda. We have bamboo.
Yeah, we have bamboo. It'll last him like.
We should put out
2
we could
hours.
at least put out like an advertisement and be like, looking to adopt panda. And it would mostly
Oh
just
my
be to
God.
read the comments underneath where people are like, what?
yeah.
And we could have like, it could be by you guys, like kids, you know, and you could
Yeah,
just be
just
like,
like,
please, and like, here, we
We have
have
lots
all
of
these
bamboo.
things. We have bamboo in our backyard.
Exactly.
We've been practicing on stuffed bears. Like, you just put it all
we
out
just
there.
like show them panda, just like, look,
Yeah,
this is our stuffed panda.
yeah. He's so adorable,
Adorable.
right? So we put it all out there.
Giraffe.
We could
Giraffe.
we could take a photo of like a little house that we found online that we didn't actually own, but it could be like a little house with a bunch of bamboo in the back and be like, we built it a house already. See? And we put it out there, and then we just read the comments, and the comments would be part of a modern art exhibit that we make of all the comments about trying to adopt a
Yep.
panda.
Wonder what
Yep.
it takes to actually raise a panda. It seems all they do is eating bamboo.
Oh, and
A
we
mad
have
monkey.
and we have some racist jokes in there too. It'd be like, we're half Chinese, so we're like, we feel like we're just like we already know how to take care of pandas. It's in our
Yeah.
blood, right? You just have to have it in there. It'd be great. I think
Well,
we
in
should totally do
Isla's
that.
article about Asia, one of the incorrect answers was like there are more pandas than people in Asia.
Nice. Okay, don't let me forget that idea. That's the best idea that we've had in 2020.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
I think I got
You think you got a better one?
a dragon.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah,
All right,
we're
we're
gonna
slow-
be
we're-
able to find that.
Let's go ahead and close things out
You
here.
can always dream to
We can
adopt
always
a dragon.
dream.
We can always dream.
Mm. Oh, or adopting like an elf. Be like, please.
Oh,
guess we got to get to work.
Yeah.
Time to work.
Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of
Frowen Girls.
And we will be in touch with you on, was it Christmas Day? Is that when
I
Tuesday
still
is?
can't get
Or-
over the
Today's
Friday.
Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday?
Yeah,
Friday. Okay, we're going to do
Fridays.
it.
Yeah.
Friday, we're going to do it. Nobody else is going to join us.
I know, right?
But we said every Tuesday, Friday without checking the calendar.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
So,
Yeah,
we
we're
will-
gonna do it.
we will
Tuesday,
not see
Friday.
you on Friday. We will be talking to ourselves into a screen. We will be the only ones on Periscope.
Yeah, because no one else wants to watch other families on Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. But we want to watch ourselves.
Yeah, so yay!
Because we got 3 screens and there's a lot of fun. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.